And we're back with the round table discussions from Invasion Productions. I'm Mr. Electricity Jerry Reiner. We got Mr. Omega Sirus LaVey, the future icon named Vortex. And Justin Cruze of New Era. Our topic for discussion for this section, this segment.
You could put like a...
I can actually.
You should.
Matter of fact, we're going to run the subject across the screen, so everybody look from here to there. Gimmick matches. We're going to talk about gimmick matches. And for all you people who don't know what that means, that's...
we have enough room to put like a title right above all our heads.
That's true.
Do you see that?
Like,
Can I say, I'm on the C.
Can we try to be a little serious there?
Alright.
I just got slapped in the face.
And we're back!
And we're back! The Ultimate Warrior! Okay.
Go ahead, Jerry.
And we're back! Gimmick matches are like ladder matches or no DQ matches or cage matches, things of that nature.
Matches that differ from the norm.
Exactly.
Such as New Era and the Backyard Boys once had a you can't use weapons match.
Otherwise known as a regular match.
If you use a weapon, you'll get disqualified match. I remember that one. Whew, was that a tough
crazy gimmick there.
What a gimmick.
Because, I mean, normally you gotta think. You gotta be like, whoops, I better not do this.
My favorite was the TV show. They had the title come up, No Weapons Match.
Regular match.
They should have did.
Anywho, Manny. So,
No weapons match.
I guess, what do gimmick matches mean to you, Justin Cruze?
Depends on what the gimmick is, Jerry Reiner.
I gotta agree with you on that one. Like, I honestly, in my opinion, and I know this goes and shits on the lineage of pro wrestling, and I'll probably have Cyrus jump over Jerry and beat the fuck out of me for this because he enjoys the really old school stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine. Pop out a steamer. Let's
There is nothing in this world stupider, in my mind.
Stupider?
More stupider?
There you go, more stupid.
Stupider.
No, stupider is incorrect English.
All right,
Google it, everybody.
Stupider. It might be right. I don't know. Stupider or more stupid. I've never heard. Dumber. Dumber is a word.
There you go.
There's nothing in my mind that's retardeter than
more retarded.
a coal miner's glove match. If that's not the most fucking stupid idea, you put on this glove and I can knock you the fuck out now.
Do you know what a coal miner's glove is?
They're supposedly harder and they got like metal or something.
There's metal
in them.
studs in the...
But every time you see one on the indie level, it's not a coal miner's glove. It's a fucking garden glove on the end of a broomstick.
Well, now that was one at Bay City Blues, right?
I saw it in Milton.
Oh, in Milton? Okay.
A long time ago, mind you. When I was a kid, but I, you know, back when I got his autograph.
Anyway.
He wasn't on that show, though, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he was.
When you say coal miner's glove match, the only one I can think that comes to mind is like, was it Kabuki and Jimmy Valiant from fucking a million years ago?
Yeah, you got me.
And they had this crazy ass coal miner with metal rivets on the outside.
Yeah, that's a real one.
See the metal rivets?
Yeah,
then
so,
that's one thing, you know?
So it's like instant juice, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like a brass knuckles on a pole match, basically, because there's metal
because
on the
you
outside.
can see it, you know. But
Yeah.
when it's a gardener's glove on the end of a broom, seriously. And that's promotion wise, but I mean, stuff on a pole match I've never been a fan of.
Really?
Never really have. Like I remember the old, you know, sock full of fucking silver dollars on a quarter on a pole, and then there's your respective flag matches and stuff like that that people do. Which the flag one's okay, I'll say. And I'm a fucking huge proponent for gimmick matches now. I love gimmick matches.
I like them.
Love them.
That's what we need to get down to.
And if it's got a lot of backing, like don't just throw a gimmick match together.
Right, a backstory.
If you've got a backstory that works its way up into a gimmick match, I think there's nothing better.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
The only thing better than gimmick matches, in my opinion, are tournaments.
Tournaments, yes, yes.
I love me a tournament.
Me too.
But I like a brass knuckles or a weapon on a pole match because you build up to the guys trying to get to it, and you can do so many spots working into, you know, snatching them down or things of that nature.
See, I think you got...
Gets the crowd up, you know.
I think you got cages for that.
Well, it's the same basic principle, but...
A lot of indies can't afford a cage.
True.
Bingo!
So they throw a gardener's glove on them.
On a broomstick.
I remember when Justin Cruze and I had a brass knuckles on a pole match.
Didn't it fall?
And the brass knuckles fell off the pole halfway through the match. So we're just sitting there while Justin Sink is putting it back up, humming the theme to Jeopardy.
No, we didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. I didn't hear you. I was right there in the ring with you, and I didn't.
Well,
hear you.
I did.
I'm calling you out.
I'm not lying. I did.
Calling your bluff on that one.
Whatever.
That's rough.
I worked in jeans
You did because you didn't have any gear.
because we were working for Danny Roland, and I could care less.
Well, I agree that it should build up to something to be a gimmick
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
You know, the whole.
Yeah, like that.
The
one
culmination
he's
of
just
a
talking about.
feud.
No
No-
build up
no build-up.
whatsoever at all.
No,
Just,
not at all.
Just brass knuckles on a pole match out of the blue.
I mean, a lot of people bag on like Culture Shock because they used to be United Hardcore and they had a lot of gimmick matches. But I mean, for almost, well, I ain't gonna say a whole year, but ever since they become Culture Shock, they haven't had very many gimmick matches, which was always the knock on them.
Right.
You know, but you know they're having to overcome that stigma
That's
or
the
whatever.
Mossy Head gimmick?
Yeah, the Mossy Head gimmick. But
Alright.
you gotta say this much. He's been running like 5-6 years.
He has been running a long
Oh, yeah.
time.
And so
Well, he's got a cult following of fans, man, and they come to every single
that
show.
Mossy Head, it's always packed.
And it's
man,
a
every
hopping
time.
environment. I've only been there a couple times, but I worked you at one of them, and
It's the first time ever.
I came out, and it was one of the first times I'd ever been there, and there's a huge pop. I was like, wow.
Yeah, they're into it, and he knows his crowd, and that's what he caters to. So I mean, I agree with him. Fuck the outsiders if they don't understand, you know, the gimmick. But you know, there's a stigma attached whenever you know you do all that blood shit over and over and over again.
Shout out to the Gargoyle. Here's to you.
Well, Joe used to get that too.
Who?
Crazy Joe, IWC.
No, I'm.
Who's the Gargoyle? You know damn well who the Gargoyle
I
is.
ain't putting that masked dude over.
I'm
Oh
putting
wait
him
a
over.
minute. I just did, didn't I?
But yeah, Crazy Joe got a lot of that shit too. Whenever
Yeah, for
we were
IWC.
Sure,
in IWC because it was the same deal. It was,
Just playing gargoyle. Not really.
but the thing was, is we would, you know, there would be a good show based on that. And I'm not saying that their hardcore stuff was bad, but there was blood every show.
Yeah.
You know.
People are desensitized to it. It's
Exactly.
like when you have 100 chair shots, you know, if you have a show that has just one or that builds up to and all of a sudden, boom, it's the end of an
yeah.
angle, that means a lot more than, 10 in the course of,
Exactly.
It's like how the pile driver was banned in Memphis for so long, where they would tease the pile driver,
sure,
and if you pile
sure.
drive somebody, it's disqualification.
It was illegal.
Same.
You go to jail for that shit.
Go to prison for life
Tennessee.
for doing a pile driver.
Getting butt raped.
Bastard.
Yes, folks, he just said butt rape. Right here on YouTube.
Sounds like
You should title this one "Butt Rape."
rape by gimmick.
So let's, for the last 2 minutes that we've got left, let's name off
Loser
some.
gets butt raped.
Loser
That's
gets
a
butt
gimmick
raped
match.
on a pole.
It
Let's-
all ties in together.
Let's name
I would
off some of the.
shoot
One at a time.
Hey, go ahead.
Some of-
back.
Oh, go ahead.
Some of the gimmick matches we've had personally. Justin Cruze, I know Backyard Brawl. What are some
Backyard
other
Brawl 2?
some other gimmick matches that you've
I
had?
got roll for me.
Just backyard brawls mostly.
No, you had the
Brass knucks.
No weapons match.
at
Or
the
no weapons match.
at the fairgrounds. You had a sweet ladder match.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
ladder.
New Era versus
Ladder,
the Backyard Boys.
Right. That's about it.
You've had a no DQ match with Maze and Milton for high
No
impact
DQ,
wrestling.
that's
No
not a
DQ
gimmick
match?
match.
Well, it's like a street fight.
I
It's
worked
the same
in
thing.
I worked
Is
in a
that a
no
gimmick
DQ
match?
promotion for
Yeah, that was a bit much. Okay, how about you, Nick Vortex?
well, apparently no DQ matches, so I had a no DQ match with Jerry Reiner. I had a no DQ match.
We did
with
have
Mikey
name
that
Webb.
was a
all three of
hardcore
them.
rules match.
No, we had a hardcore match, two of them actually.
Two of 'em.
I had an Iron Man match with Justin.
You did.
And
Foley?
I tried to. I had a hardcore or ladder match. I'm not sure. Whenever we worked for Cletus with Chris Ace,
Yeah.
and then the Backyard Brawls, and I'm sure I've done something else.
Who's Cletus?
Cyrus.
A bunch, man. Barbed wire, steel cage.
Oh yeah, Mid South. That was pretty much all y'all did, right?
Yeah, and of course barbed wire baseball bats and crap like that.
You
Seen a few.
had
of
the you were in the main event of Milton Meltdown for PWA
Which one was that?
championship
Followed back to
title
the-
match
oh,
with
yeah.
Danny Rowland in a steel cage match where Bobby Dog
After
made
we
his
worked.
triumphant
It's the
return.
one where everybody left after these guys worked.
After they tore the house down.
It was all Maze and
Thanks for
Iceberg.
killing.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this subject up. We're going to come back with another one momentarily, folks, for the next section, the next segment.
And we're back! Oh, not yet.
What was that?
Stay tuned.
Nice.
Ah.